Oh, it's massive. It's, you know, you can't ask. That's the pinnacle of the whole year, really. You know, that's opened up so many more doors now that would never be open before. You know, but it just taken one person to do it. Didn't matter which rider it was, just one person to get the W plate, and then basically you start getting a lot more companies listening to you and being aware of you and following you, and you know, the conversations for sponsorship next year just become a little bit more easier, really. Oh yeah, she's like when I spoke, she's like, yeah, I won the world. You know, she's like dead relaxed. Like these other people in the UK that's won similar titles at the same weekend, and they're still banging on about it and changed their Facebook name to whoever world champion. But Joey's just like, yeah, whatever. You know, it was a good race. You know, and she is dead relaxed, and you know, she's quite good to work with. And I think the thing with Joey is she has been through like the British cycling machine. You know, she was doing it for a job, and it wasn't for her, and she quit for 2 years or however long it was, and decided to come back this year with us. And I think, you know, good bike, good relaxed team, no pressure, and she was just actually allowed to do what she wanted to do and have a bit more fun rather than having these strict regimes of bed at 9, up at 7, out the hotel at 10, you know, where everything you're chasing the clock with, a bit more relaxed, and she's a bit more chilled out, and I think she got herself a bit better prepared for it, really. We're doing a promo video for the next national because Joey rides here quite a lot. She's classed as a bit of a local girl, and obviously she won the world champs at the weekend. We've basically done a video of the trip from Braintree train station through the town of Braintree and then out to the BMX National, and then doing a race. So basically it'll go like viral next week, and then just help promote obviously the event and obviously us as well, which is kind of a twofold way of doing it. I'll video you coming down, cross over the road, come here, put your bike there, look at the post, then walk in. Alright? Walk in, grab the monster.
Where is it? Oh.
There. Alright? Then grab the whisper, and I'll be behind the counter a little bit, and then...
Are we going to do the counter bit next?
Yeah, let's do it all in one go.
So is somebody going to say that back to me when I hand over the music, or are you going to play shotgun?
You're going to play shotgun?
Do you want me to do that?
Yeah.
What am I going to say when you say to me?
What am I saying?
Who do you think you are, Sinead Reid?
Visa? Who do you think you are? Can we?
Yeah.
We can't do that.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can.
Who do you think you are? Sinead's me, right?
You ready?
Yes.
$2.38, please. Visa? Who do you think you are? Sinead Reid?
My name's Joey Goff. I started BMX when I was about 3 years old. My brother was having a go because his mates were into it, and I was just kind of on the sidelines because I still had stabilisers on, and I just really wanted to have a go. My dad says, well, you can't have a go till you get stabilisers off, and they were pretty much off the next week, I think, and that was where it started. I think I just always enjoyed it, really. I always enjoyed riding and racing, and like when I used to race when I was a kid, I'd always like ride loads in practice. It was just about having fun for me, and I don't know, just the more I went on, the more, because I enjoyed riding, I got better at it and just found myself sort of winning nationals and things, and I just never really wanted to stop, so I just kind of went with the flow, to be honest.
Good, John. Sprint down here with the fountain. Maybe from the gate, sprint coming towards from the fountain back on your side, yeah. At least get the fountain in there.
We're going to do it. Be the first time I've done sprints since 2008.
You on BC, you know how to do it. Just remember.
Let's go round the map.
Yeah, we've got to keep an eye out for the traffic one. So literally just like, I'll be halfway down there on the right hand side, just do a quick sprint. As soon as you get past me, stop. And then what we'll do is...
There's a jump down here. Oh, it's not...
You can't use a cotter.
You can, we used to.
Can't use a tombstone for a jump.
No. Remember when you said that?
Maybe put it a little bit further in and then it won't go into the road. I think it should empty it or go over.
Oh, I thought the stuff coming out of it and you hit it would be good.
Like beer, yeah.
Details, 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 darling.
Love it.
We can link it with your sprinter down past the church.
Okay, put it a bit further in and then I won't fall off the edge.
Do you want me to fill it up for you?
Put a bit more in, yeah. Basically, I've always loved the jumping side of racing on the tracks and stuff. You know, as I said, I used to just ride for fun at the races and stuff and enjoy jumping anything I could, even if it was unnecessary for a race. And when I sort of discovered riding trails through some friends, I thought, oh, this is amazing. You know, you get to spend more time in the air than on the ground. It was just great fun. Got into that quite a bit. It's quite a fun scene doing that sort of thing. You just hang out with your friends and you build your own jumps, and I just really enjoyed it. Without a doubt, it's helped me on the racetrack. You have to learn to jump in a different way for riding trails. It's a lot slower. You have to sort of pull up in a different way, lean back, go higher, which you think might be irrelevant to racing on a track, but it just gives you that wide skill base. And then once you get on a track, you kind of know how to adapt to anything. Well, now that I'm just racing as an amateur, you know, I have a full-time job, so I'm at work like 9 to 5 nearly every day. I managed to sort out a Wednesday afternoon off, so I get to go to the track on a Wednesday afternoon. It's always what I'm enjoying, so I never do a specific training program, or, you know, I do what I want really. And I do go to the gym, but, you know, I'm not that serious about it, so I'll go to the gym, and if something else is on, then I'll go somewhere else. You know, if it's a sunny day in the summer, I'll probably just go down the track, to be honest, rather than go to the gym.
I guess we might get some of these ladies in. I guess we need to ask if they mind, do we? I guess so. Yeah. I suppose I'll just ask. Would you like? Yeah. Thank you. Oh, I love it. Yeah. It's actually funny. Those ball pens.
Sorry. So we're going to be filming a promotional video and it will be going onto the internet.
Yeah.
So is everybody all right about being in the film?
You're alright.
Sam, it's not the first film you've been in, is it?
I don't know what she means.
Which one have you been?
Which one?
What category is it?
Tracy, thank you. Garage.
Oh.
That's not fair, is it?
No, it's wonderful.
Come in, sit down, take your glove off. The lady will look at your hands and go, how much time have you got? Have you seen her hands? And then just go, oh well, never mind.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. No.
Okay.
Right. So literally, like, she just looks at your hands and thinks this is going to take a long time.
So I'll put my watch and then get on the
Yeah. You go, nah. It's just to pretend that, like, it's going to hold you up, do you know what I mean? Because you need to get to the race. Oh, just say I've got a race to get to. Okay, we'll do it next time.
I think I'm going to be silent about the stick.
Oh yeah?
Because I have my helmet in the shop.
Yeah, we can't hear you anyway, it's not fair, I think.
I'll just look at my watch and leave. You know what? I think if I actually had someone else done, I'd pass out at these.
Yeah, like... Do you get used to this?
How do you put
Smell.
up this smell?
Yeah, it's fine. Why we're all happy, like, I believe. Hi. And what would you expect me to do with that? How much time have you got?
What does it smell like?
Horrible, horrible. When I was a kid, I used to have to walk through the bottom of Debenhams with all the perfume stores. That was bad enough, but this was horrendous.
We're just about to hijack someone's wedding. We found a limo, so got to hire it for 10 minutes. What's happening at the minute is our lovely person from Braintree is trying to talk the limo driver into letting us borrow it for a few minutes.
There you go.
And it looks like she's pulled it off.
Accommodating.
I noticed in one shot you've done that.
Don't know, just seem to have the knack. I think people like a bit of fun, don't they? And they can see how motivated and passionate we are about the whole thing, and I think they just like getting involved. But I have to say that we very rarely get a no.
The driver's mirror, because it's blackened, so you can't see him in there. They just think, oh, I'll get in. So if you ride up past me,
Haven't you got a bike to use?
yeah, come on, look.
Yeah, all right?
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, good. Good luck.
When the Olympics first sort of came about with BMX, there was a couple of years where I spent on the national team, had the chance to do that, which was a great opportunity. I'm really glad I did it. I kind of took it as far as I felt I could take it. I made like top 16 in the world in elite. But then after that, there wasn't a spot open at the Olympics for me because you only get kind of one spot for each country. And I just kind of had enough of it by then. You know, I've always done BMX. I say I'm glad I did it in that way, but I've always done BMX for fun. And when you do it as your job, you've kind of taken away that aspect of it. And you choose to do that. I chose to do it, and I enjoyed my time, and I focused on it. But once I was done, I was like, I want BMX to be what it was to me before again. And I took some time away completely from the racing because I just wanted to get out of that for a while, and that's when I spent a lot of time at the dirt jumps. But I wasn't sure, you know, if I wanted to get back into racing. I'd had about 3 years out, as I say. I just wanted to chill out down the trails and have fun with my friends, and I thought I didn't think I'd race again, to be honest. And I started to get a little bit of an itch after a few years and thought I'd just do a race for fun. And you get back and then you realise, you sort of remember that there's nothing quite like getting the nerves of sort of getting into a race, and that produces the adrenaline that then at the end gives you that buzz, which nothing else really does. You only get that from competing. I get a buzz from jumping big jumps and stuff, but racing is kind of a different buzz. And yeah, you've got to compete to get that. Once I got back into the racing for this year, it was partly the World Championships in Birmingham this year that I kind of thought, well, you know, I would quite like to be a part of that. It doesn't come to England very often, and that's almost what got me back into it. So I went there just with the intention of just enjoying it, really, enjoying the atmosphere. It's a great thing to go to. All the whole country of riders come together, you know, it's like a big community, and it's great to be a part of it. Felt pretty good on the track, and it got to Friday race day and I actually felt quite ill. I was full of cold and stuff, so I didn't really know how it was going to go. I just took it as it came, and as the day went on, it just kind of got better and better. As I went up for the quarter-final and the semi-final, I just sort of went out there, well, I want to get through to the next round. So I got through to the semi, felt a bit more confident, picked the inside gate, which was obviously a sign of confidence, won it again, and then when I went up to the final, I kind of thought, I'm in the final now, and I had to sort of, felt like I needed to make a decision out of what I wanted out of it. And I've never won anything international before at all. And as I was going up there, I thought, well, I could win it, but could winning it isn't going to win you it. So I decided there and then that I wanted to win it, and I was going out there with the goal of winning from that point, really. I was just feeling, just don't mess up. I was just, you know, how close I was, and anything can happen in BMX, and you've still got those jumps to get down the last straight. And I was just thinking, just focus, just get it right and get across that line, because I think I've lost things before. You know, it happens to everybody, and I just thought, just don't throw this away. as across the line, I felt quite a sigh of relief.
How are they?
Yeah. Good job Jules was there. Yeah, there was some lady with a pram.
Good job, Jules. No problem. Right, where next?
My name is Julie Watts and I'm actually the club secretary and have been for the last 8 years. It's immensely satisfying. I think for us, the coaching was something that was missing. When we started applying for the big funding applications, we were asked how many coaches we had, how many qualified coaches we had, and for a long time we couldn't tick that box. It wasn't until Jules came back again that we were able to say, look, you know, you're good at this, you've got a good rapport with the children, why don't you do the training? And he's now developed the whole coaching team around that. But the kids go from being, you know, a shy, not wanting to speak to an adult kid who won't even go up the back of the start hill, to racing, to jumping, to being able to have a proper conversation with you as an adult, which a lot of children seem to struggle with. To looking after themselves, to bringing their own kit, to making sure they've got their lunch, their drink, to knowing where to find their race information. It's all, you know, we teach them all of that at all level.
Morning guys, right, the coaching session this morning, our main goal is going to be getting you down through this straight a lot smoother. So we're going to want to use the pumping technique as we come through. So I'm going to be looking for your pedals to be in what position? Can you remember guys from before? Level pedals, excellent.
It builds them a very strong character and makes them very confident. It's all around confidence. You know, those riders that do well are confident riders. It's a sport where you've got to be able to feel that you can do well, and the coaching does that. You know, the coaching will teach them what their next goal is. It might not be to win a race, but it might be, you know, to get to the next level at the next race meeting. And if they strive to achieve that, that's all we ask for really. But we do see a huge difference quite quickly, in fact, once we put them on the track. We also, the coaches also work with the local schools, quite often during the summer holidays, and other times during the year we'll bring the schools in. Often the schools like to quite involve the kids that need a bit of special help, maybe those that are badly behaved. Again, because the sport is quite a cool sport and they quite like to get involved, but it is very disciplined. We have a very strict rule book and we do enforce it. You know, once they get to a point where they're enjoying it, they misbehave, the racing is taken away from them from a temporary period of time, and it stops them. They respect it and they respect the rules as well.
And then as we come down to the jumps, as we come up to the jump, we want to bend our arms, then our legs. As we go over the top of the jump, we want to push away with our arms and then with our legs.
Well, we've done so well in the last few years. I mean, we've gone beyond even my wildest dreams, and I have to say that I do aim very high and I do push the club to its limits. But we would really like to have a different piece of land, a wider piece of land in the town, so that we can develop a track that's European standard, so that we can start holding European meetings. We know we're very good at running national meetings. We've done it now. This will be our third year. But to take it one step further would be good.
I'm thinking about going in there and getting a basket from a BMX actually.
Let's go down the pub. Let's go to the pub.
But sacked it off for the pub.
I don't know, I don't really make too big a thing of it. I mean, there's certain people at work that I think get it more than others, and I perhaps share it with them a little bit more, but, you know, I don't come in after a weekend and tell them everything that I've been doing, because they just, you know, it's like another world, really. I think they find it amazing how much I travel. I do talk about that, like, oh, where have you been this weekend? Oh, I'm just up to Manchester again. And they're like, what? Again? Yeah, they can't understand how I can travel so much, I guess, but I've done it all my life now, so pretty much the pros now, since BMX came into the Olympics, you've gradually developed a distinct gap between a pro and an amateur. Most of the guys in elite will be focusing on BMX full-time, will be full-time athletes. A lot of them are funded by the National Federation. And obviously, as an amateur, I'm working a full-time job. And beyond that, I mean, there might be some guys out there racing elite who do have a side job or something, but their main focus in their life is racing. They work their training, that comes first. Like with me, I do a bit of training, but my main focus really is just having fun, enjoying what I'm doing, which is a complete, it's a world apart now. I don't know, I don't really see it as a career anymore because, I do it on my weekends as fun. I'm just having a blast doing it, to be honest, and I just take it as it comes. I keep racing and maybe do another Worlds in a couple of years' time when it comes back to Europe. I just go with the flow, really, just enjoy riding my bike and being with the people that are in the BMX community because it's just fun.
Right, so what are we doing? She's coming in that gate.
Yeah.
Over the driveway.
Yeah.
Up on the roll.
Yeah.
Turn.
Yeah.
Manual over the thing. Go! Do you want to sit up on there take a moment and go, sort of?
Yeah.
Yeah? Glad you pulled it. That's just literally through there.
We're sticking really well to our plan.
What plan?
The plan is we ain't got one.
Can I roll on the bike again?
It's really important. I mean, that's why a lot of people do it, because you go to a race, you spend all week at work and then you go away for a weekend and you feel like you've been away for a week because you turn up and there's so many people that you talk to and just have a good laugh with you, and you've all got the same thing in common, so you just have a really good time. And I think, like, when I was doing the trails, I did enjoy sort of going to the woods and hanging out with my friends and stuff, and I still do, but it's different going to a race. You see so many people and you only see them now and again, so you just have a good time. There's loads of clubs popping up all around the country now. The best way is to have a look on the British Cycling site, see where your local club is. Just get down there with your bike, talk to the people down there, see what the club's got going on, just get involved, have a ride. I mean, it's so chilled out coming to BMX. It's not really like going to another sports club. Some do have quite organised sessions now, but everyone's so friendly and welcoming, You can just go down there, try it out, have a bit of fun and see if you like it. I think I'd be quite shy if I wasn't... I am quite shy anyway, I think, really, but when I was little I was so quiet, and I think I probably still would have been really quiet if I hadn't have got into BMX. It just makes you mix with people, like different people from all different backgrounds and different countries, and I mean, how many kids get to do that? I did a couple of internationals when I was younger, and you're sitting like around the back of the start with all these people speaking different languages and stuff, and you end up making friends from other countries, and I just feel really lucky that I've had that and been a part of it. And it's definitely shaped the way I am, without doubt.
It's all about scooters. My name's Julian Allen. Got involved in BMX here late 83, 84. The club here at Braintree formed in 1984, and as soon as we found out there was a club, we ragged bikes about. My dad was a motocross grass track rider, always rode off-road bikes, and as soon as there was a BMX club here, we came along, got involved, and took it from there, really. As a rider, I raced all through the 80s, had reasonable results, competed national level, managed to win a British Championship title in 1988, a cruiser title, rode in several World Championships, European Championships and that type of thing. Had a few years off through the 90s, and then back into the noughties, coming into the 2000s. Came back, found the BMX track just down the road from me, was still here, and jumped in, got back involved with it, and that was God, not sure what year. 2007 I really got involved with the club, and then 2008 I got back into riding full time again. 2009 we rebuilt the track, and here we are today. I was never one for team sports at school, really. Football, that sort of thing, never interested me. And coming from, like I say, my dad being two-wheel sport motivated, everything we ever did was motocross, road racing and all that stuff. And quite frankly, I was never brave enough to race a motocross bike. With BMX, it encapsulated all that stuff that motocross has. It's got the speed, the jumps, colourful stuff, and the people. You know, in BMX, as a family sport, you get people from, you know, bringing their kids 5 years old right up to 45 and over. Everybody's doing the same thing. Everybody can compete on the same track, and it's just exciting. You know, it's good, especially here at Braintree. You know, and I guess across the country, every club, its committee, they're volunteers, and most of those parents, you know, the son, the daughter, whoever has got involved, they found a track, they wanted a BMX bike, and they've badgered mum and dad, they bought the bike, and then to go to a race, you know, you need your mum and dad there to be there to support you, to get you there. For most kids from regional level and so on. And then when it comes to the club itself and the committee, like I say, they're all parents, and it's just a proper family sport. You get everyone, and within that families, every family it becomes its own family. I would say, you know, there's a whole BMX family. Recently picked up an injury, and you know, around the event, you can just feel people are there to support each other and help you out if you need a hand getting about the place or whatever. And, you know, it's just proper family sport.
Ride down, pedals level up. We did when we did the morning bit earlier. Yeah. Go into the corner in the middle. Big pedals all the way around the corner. Nice pump over the step up.
Whereas I say, it's a family sport and everyone's here to help each other. At the end of the day, it's down to the individual, the work they're going to put in before they get here. And then when they turn up on race day, they're here, they're ready, and it's not a case of being there and you've got some other guys in your team to rely on. When they're up on the gate, it can be a very lonely place, you know. You're out there on your own. If you made the final, you hear your name called out and you're there on the line, all eyes are on you. And, you know, for children, I think it's really good from a social aspect. 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, they can have friends from all over the country. You know, wherever they're from, wherever we go to a races, they might not have seen those kids for a week or two, but there's little groups, little social groups, and I think for life skills, it's very important. You know, they learn all those social skills, and I think it's fantastic that they can do that here.
We'll just cut right straight to that.
Free script, this is.
You really thought this through?
Yeah, it's all been 6, 7 weeks planning it.
They all link together quite nicely.
I've been on the identity team for about a year now. I actually started with the other discipline I've been doing, which is MTB 4-cross. That's how I got back into racing after a few years out. I just kind of went there for fun and enjoyed it more than I thought. Ended up doing a World Cup race and I nearly won it. Yeah, it's quite a similar event. It's sort of down a hill. It's a lot rougher. People seem to get their elbows out a bit more. It's a bit like, you know, more argy-bargy. You get away with a bit more. I think a lot of people in BMX think it's more similar than it is. If you go and ride it, it's actually there's a lot more involved. It's quite often about line choice rather than just a simple one way around the track. You try and get around there the fastest. You kind of need to be a bit creative and find the fastest line down the course in 4-cross. I like the fact that you go down a big hill, and it's just a bit different, and the scene is quite good. Like they've got quite a good scene where they make a big event out of it. You get loads of spectators, and yeah, it's just good fun. Then I was already on their bike, got on the team, and it's been really cool because they're actually quite local to me. Got to know the guys really well. Some of the guys that are local I've been riding with and stuff, and then I ended up getting on the BMX team from there, and that was another part of the reason why I ended up racing BMX again, because they were getting involved and it just made sense really. And yeah, it's going really well. It's a great team. And not so much that, but more just when you're hanging out together at the races, you chat to each other and you see how it's going, and a teammate is exactly that. You give each other praise and support, and you know, we've got quite a good vibe going in our team tent, and yeah, it's been a really good atmosphere, and I think everyone's found that. Yeah, I feel like I have done a lot. I mean, I still go through the same stuff sometimes, but I'm a little bit more chilled out now because it doesn't quite mean as much to me as maybe the up-and-coming riders. So yeah, I try and be there for them if they want to have a chat about it and stuff. And so just having people to chat to, like within your team tent, to sort of take your mind off anything that's bothering you about racing, you know, that's a good thing in itself.
Place that goal, please. All ready, next line. Jump in, take your seat down. All ready, next line.
Alright, don't do it again. You can get there now.
Well, when we get, you know, we coach kids from 4 or 5 years old, and they may be beginners, they may be experienced riders. We open sessions for all riders of all abilities. First thing, obviously, comes, I think, is giving them confidence. They may turn up and be nervous. They may not. Some of them may never have been on a BMX bike before. They may have had a BMX bike and they've never been on a BMX track. So it's giving them the confidence to be able to get on that bike and get on the track. And once they've got that, it's then a case of improving the skills, giving them the skills they need. Firstly, to do it safely. Every kid wants to get on the track and go out and do jumps. That's the first thing they want to do. And some of them learn really quickly that that's not as easy as they think. So it's getting them, you know, it's just the simple stuff. Could be just picking the bike up and getting on it right, so they don't literally fall off the other side. Braking, all the stuff that basically gets them controlled. And once you've got them confident in being in control of the bike, you can then progress that. So it might be taking them through sets of jumps, through pumping, and then once they got the pumping, and then manualing, wheelies, all the stuff we all did as kids that we took for granted, that a lot of kids don't seem to do these days. They don't seem to be out there on their bikes doing skids in the street. So they come here and, you know, we just try and build their confidence, build their skills. So hopefully we're building fully rounded BMX racers to go through and be the next generation. I kind of fell into coaching, and it's something I never really planned on doing. And as a racer, it's something that took me away from my training. But seeing a kid turn up at the track who, like I say, you know, may never have been down the start hill, and working with them for a week or two, you might have that first week where you get a few tears and, I don't want to do that, and, you know, work with them, so we take them away from that area of the track, and, you know, getting them and seeing that child grow, you know, to the point where, you know, they might see him doing some jumps and stuff, and it's really quite heartening, you know, you get an enormous amount out of it. Just to think that with a little bit of advice and a little bit of help, you can nurture that child to become a BMXer, you know. It's quite special. The comeback is going to be hard. It's going to be a few months. I've just been put in cast and obviously had the leg fixed in surgery, so going to have a few weeks to have a good think about it. At the minute, my focus is on the British Championships at the end of the year. I'm using that as a sort of carrot. I'd like to be able to get back on a bike and compete for the region at the British Championships, representing East Anglia. It's a big thing in Britain, our British Championships. It's a grassroots event on a big national scale, and it's the end of the season blowout. It's a big party too. So yeah, I think that's 4 months away. I'd like to be able to get back on the bike and be riding at the British Championships. Refocus and hopefully get back on it. I'd like to qualify for the 2014 World Championships in Holland, so it gives me another 18 months of getting my head down and getting on with it.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. All right.
What you do first is what I want to do to that. You work this up and I start from in front of the
Yeah, we'll have to do that after we do the filming.
So we've got a set up there, so right there.
Once we've done
Riders ready, watch the gate.
Not really. Yeah, cool. I think since it's been in the Olympics, it's just been getting better and better, really. I mean, I say I've been racing since the 80s, and it took quite a dip in the 90s. I mean, it went really quite, so there wasn't that many people doing it, and I've seen it progress and progress from there, and I can't believe how big it is now, to be honest. And it's just growing and growing. I think with the Supercross format with the elites, they've done a brilliant job. Like, I'm as much as a fan as a rider, you know. I love going and watch the Supercross and the pros ride as well. It's just like a really good event now, and I think when everyone sees it in the Olympics in the UK, I think it's just going to get bigger. Dave's awesome as a team manager. He's done so much for us, honestly. Like, he seems to work all hours. He's on the phone to me like in the evening sometimes. It's not even working. I can't thank him enough. He's done so much for us. Brilliant. Yeah, everything I do away from BMXing is probably still related to BMXing. Like, I quite enjoy editing videos, but they're always BMX videos, so I listen to a whole load of stuff, but I quite like listening to 80s music. If I had a tattoo, it'd have to be something BMX related, because I think if you get a tattoo, it's got to be something that means something to you, and that's the one thing in my life that means something to me and has been part of my whole life. But yeah, I probably won't get one. It's been a really good day today. We're just in a promotional video for Braintree National. Like, I'm not that local to Braintree, but I'm in the East Anglia region, and I've got a lot of friends here, like Jules, who's very involved in the club. I've known him for a long time, and he just wanted me to get involved with the promotional video today, and we've just been out riding around the town, just filming some shots and stuff, and yeah, we've done some strange things today. It's been a really good laugh.
time have you got?
$2.38, please. Do you think you are? Sinead's Reid?